In the Horn of Africa, a quiet but powerful partnership is reshaping the region: Eritrea and China. Eritrea, long isolated by Western sanctions, now finds in China a vital economic and diplomatic lifeline, one that comes without the strings attached by Western institutions. For China, Eritrea's Red Sea location is a strategic prize, complementing its presence in Djibouti and advancing its Belt and Road Initiative. This alliance is more than convenience. It's a calculated move that challenges Western dominance and redefines power politics in a critical global corridor. To understand the shifting dynamics of the Horn of Africa, we must explore the roots, realities, and risks of this evolving partnership. The Eritrea-China relationship traces back to Eritrea's independence struggle, when future President Isaias Afwerki trained in China and absorbed its revolutionary ideals. After Eritrea's independence in 1993, China was among the first to establish diplomatic ties, but relations deepened only after Eritrea's isolation by Western sanctions in the 2000s. As Western criticism mounted, China offered engagement without interference, seeing opportunity where others saw risk. China's refusal to join in Western condemnation made it Eritrea's key partner, providing capital and political support. This pivot from west to east transformed a historical connection into a modern necessity, laying the foundation for today's strategic alliance. Eritrea's search for sovereignty and China's global ambitions found common ground. Their partnership is now rooted in shared resistance to Western pressure and a mutual desire for autonomy. Eritrea and China formalized their alliance in 2022, elevating it to a strategic partnership, a term signaling deep trust and shared goals. China shields Eritrea from UN sanctions, while Eritrea supports China's core interests, including the One China policy and Beijing's global positions. Both nations champion a multipolar world and non-interference, aligning against Western hegemonism. Eritrea's inclusion in the Belt and Road Initiative in 2021 cemented this bond, signaling a commitment to economic integration and geopolitical alignment. The BRI framework now channels investment, infrastructure, and trade, turning diplomatic ties into tangible projects. This partnership is as much about ideology as it is about economics. Together, they challenge the established global order, each gaining leverage and legitimacy. Eritrea's entry into the Belt and Road Initiative brought rapid infrastructure development, modern roads, new housing, and upgraded telecommunications. Chinese companies are rebuilding Eritrea's transport corridors, crucial for moving minerals to ports and integrating the national economy. Huawei and other firms are modernizing Eritrea's digital backbone, connecting the country to global networks. Chinese investment is also upgrading the strategic ports of Massawa and Assab, vital for Eritrea's ambition to become a regional logistics hub. For China, efficient ports secure maritime trade routes along the Red Sea, aligning with BRI goals. Eritrea gains infrastructure it couldn't otherwise afford. China secures a strategic foothold and new markets. Recent agreements expand cooperation into agriculture and energy, showing the BRI's long-term evolving impact. The partnership is transforming Eritrea's economic landscape while advancing China's global strategy. Eritrea's mineral wealth, gold, copper, zinc, and potash, anchors its economic partnership with China. Chinese firms dominate mining, providing capital and expertise, and Eritrea's exports now flow overwhelmingly to China. In return, Eritrea imports machinery, construction equipment, and consumer goods from China, creating a strong but asymmetrical bond. China has pledged to help Eritrea move up the value chain, building local processing and manufacturing capacity. Agricultural cooperation aims to boost food security and modernize farming. While this economic reliance brings growth, it also exposes Eritrea to risks from fluctuating Chinese demand and commodity prices. For now, the flow of minerals and goods forms the backbone of a powerful, mutually beneficial alliance. Eritrea's true strategic value lies in its Red Sea coastline, overlooking the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, a choke point for global trade. China's interest in Eritrea's ports is about more than commerce. It's about securing sea lanes vital to its economy. While there's no Chinese military base in Eritrea, upgraded ports could serve dual purposes, enhancing China's regional reach. Eritrea leverages its geography to gain political and economic benefits, using its location as a bargaining chip. Recent Red Sea crises, like Houthi attacks on shipping, have underscored the region's volatility and Eritrea's unique position. Eritrea's alignment with China and Iran gives it influence in regional security, while China values Eritrea as a stable partner in a turbulent maritime theater. This partnership is a calculated exchange strategic access for China, global leverage for Eritrea. Geography, more than resources, is Eritrea's greatest asset in this alliance. The Eritrea-China partnership unfolds amid fierce competition in the Horn of Africa, where global and regional powers vie for influence. Eritrea diversifies its alliances, deepening ties with China, Russia, and Iran, an informal axis challenging the US-led order. Russian naval visits and rumored military cooperation with Iran highlight Eritrea's strategic balancing act. The inclusion of Eritrea and Ethiopia in BRICS Plus adds complexity, as old rivalries persist despite new economic groupings. Sudan's civil war and shifting alliances further destabilize the region, making Eritrea's partnerships even more significant. China's approach remains patient and investment-driven, building influence through infrastructure and diplomacy rather than direct intervention. Eritrea's alliance with China provides a reliable anchor amid regional volatility. In this crowded arena, China's steady, economics-first strategy is quietly reshaping the balance of power. The Eritrea-China partnership faces real challenges, chief among them debt dependency and lack of transparency. Chinese loans fund vital projects but risk saddling Eritrea with unsustainable debt, raising fears of strategic concessions. Deals are often opaque, fueling concerns about governance and whether benefits reach ordinary Eritreans. Eritrea's alignment with China, Russia, and Iran limits its options with the West, risking deeper isolation and dependency. Regional tensions may rise as neighbors view Eritrea's foreign policy with suspicion. Eritrea must balance leveraging Chinese investment with preserving sovereignty and avoiding a debt trap. For China, the challenge is to ensure projects are sustainable and counter accusations of neo-colonialism. The partnership's future depends on managing these risks while maintaining mutual benefit. The Eritrea-China alliance is now a defining force in the Horn of Africa and the Red Sea. For Eritrea, it's a lifeline, delivering investment, political protection, and a path to development outside Western influence. For China, Eritrea is a strategic node in the Belt and Road, securing trade routes and expanding global influence. Their partnership exemplifies China's patient, economics-first foreign policy and offers a model for others seeking alternatives to the Western order. As the alliance deepens, it will shape regional stability and global competition, emboldening Eritrea and anchoring China's presence. The relationship is pragmatic, resilient, and emblematic of a shifting world order. Its impact will be felt from Eritrea's ports to the halls of the United Nations, making it a critical dynamic in the evolving global landscape.